All right. Hi, it's Marcia here from Do You Salute? It's been a while since I filmed a video and I wanted to get back on track to making videos for YouTube. And I saw this opportunity by Simone to do the 8 pen question annual recap. So I decided to jump on to kind of force myself to get back on track with making videos. So today we're going to talk about my fountain pen journey. I'm getting over a cold, so sorry for sounding stuffy. And if there's like a little bit of chaos, it's because it's a work in progress. So I apologize. Next year's fountain pen journey video will be a lot better than this. All right, so let's get number one. How did your fountain pen journey begin? So I've always been in love with writing, fountain pens, paper, calligraphy, feathered pens, but I never actually bought one for myself because I didn't think that I deserved to be using such fancy writing utensils. And then in 2019, I decided to get a fountain pen from Amazon. I had a lot of points on Amazon available, so I got this pen free using my points, reward points. Um, I think it was 2018 actually. But then I didn't know how to fill the pen when I got it. So I ended up not using it for a while because I didn't know how to use it. And then one of my friends who lives in Paris was like, next time I see you, I'll fill the pen for you. So I was like, okay, I gotta figure out what to do. Okay. So this is a Hondigan pen, and let's see, get it. It's a little blurry. I'm not sure if it could focus. Okay, if I can't get it to focus here, okay, this is a bit better. Um, I really love the weight of it, the feel, and it's heavy but not too heavy. And if it's a pen of kind of like substance, so you don't. It's a great for like every day. Um, okay, so that was my very first pen I bought, and I had it for like a year or two. Never used it because I was kind of afraid. I didn't know how to install it. Um, then last year, my journey really jumped off. I went to Ireland. Um, and while I was in Ireland, I found I go every time I travel, I go to arts and craft stores and tchotchke stores. And I saw this Lamy pen that was better priced than if I was to get it in the States. So I bought this pen and I saw Ferris wheel press in real life. So I used to see a lot of people on Instagram have their beautiful bottles. So I got this pen, the Lady Rose, Ferris wheel press carousel, and then this one is the Lamy Safari. And then when I came back to New York, I saw there was a flagship. So I went and I got it engraved, La Vie Salute, like this, in order to, commemorate, make it special. Fell down the rabbit hole of fountain pen buying. So question number 2 is your favorite inks in the beginning, and then what are your go-to inks now? So my favorite inks in the beginning was Ferris Wheel Press, and that's because I was able to actually get ambassadorship. So I'm in the Jubilee Ambassador Program, and I get inks once a month for me to test out and create beautiful things with. But before that, they have these things that are called chargers where they sell 3 different colored inks in a set. So I went to Blick Art Store and was able to get my very first set was the autumn set. So we get like 3 different colors, which was a great way to explore different colors without being committed to a whole entire bottle. Because if you know, First Will Press, their bottles are pretty but also big. So it's kind of sucks if you buy something this big and you don't like it, you got to commit to it or sell it or whatever. But these little kits I really enjoyed because I get to try different colors without committing to a whole bottle. As time progressed, I also found myself liking like pinks. So this one, Colorverse Brunch Date, and Sailor Shikori. This one is the Yazakura. Those 2 are like my favorite go-to inks, along with Ferris Wheel Press has these shimmers. I didn't really know that fountain pen ink can do all these things, like have shimmering, sheen, all that stuff. So this one was like pretty cool. And the thing that I love about having the shimmery ink is that I can also use it for art. So like I painted this using fountain pen ink. So this one is definitely Peachy by Ferris Wheel Press, and this one is Tumultuous Tide, and it has like the glitter. So those are my main go-to inks in the beginning, and it's kind of still stayed the same. I try to do, when I ink my pens, I try to have one like darker colored pen that I could use for work, and then something that's like a brownish pink for my journal, and then I always have a green inked up as well, and then whatever color suits the mood of the month. Okay, so now question number 3. How have your pen and ink taste changed over time? I don't think my ink taste changed that much over time. It's still pretty much the same, which is just a variety of different colors. I'm gonna pull up my ink journal to show. So like, I try to get a wide variety of different colors just so I can explore, because different months and seasons call for different colors. So I pretty much try to get the color of the season. When I was prepping for the video, I did notice that I have a lot of diamine ink and of course Ferris Wheel Press, and that's just because of availability. So Ferris Wheel Press I have a good amount of because I'm an ambassador for it, and then diamine ink I had gone to Boston to meet up with my pen pal Julia, and we went to Apple Bloom when they had their Boston store, and I was able to get like a good amount of inks for really good price. So I went and I had gotten like this range in order to get, well, these 2 I didn't get on that spree, but these 6 I did, which is like a range. I usually err away from red inks, and that's just because growing up, red is for like teacher, adult, and I keep forgetting that like I'm an adult, so I can use red now. So I have been using a little bit more reds lately, especially last month, February, for Valentine's Day. Another thing I do like to do as far as inks is I like to get samples. So either from Goulet pens, I'll get the sample set and then try different inks. Okay, question number 4. Oh, pen taste. My pen taste hasn't really changed too much. I just honestly want to try to explore different kinds of pens to figure out what I like, what I don't like. And then while prepping for here, I noticed that I am a big Coeco fan, by accident, I guess. So my first Coeco pen was this one. I love how small it is, like pocket size. And then I saw this beautiful pen and I was like in love with it, the Coeco Student, especially this orange color. And at the time I wasn't working, and I said, okay, when I get a job, the next time I get a job, I'm gonna gift this pen. So I got this to celebrate getting a new job in June of last year, and this is kind of like my come into the new office, new pen, show them I mean business. So the thing I like about Coeco is that, pardon the condition of my pens, you don't need to buy like a whole entire pen. Like as I got older in the fountain pen journey, so what I do is I just now focus on getting nibs of different sizes and just alternate instead of getting a brand new pen. Also went through like a thing where I wanted pens to match the houses of Harry Potter. So I got these. So like Slytherin, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw. So no particular reason. I got, in the beginning, inexpensive pens. You know, everyone says you need to have yourself a Pilot Kakuno. I'm not really crazy about that one. Just, I pick my pens on basically how they feel in my hand. Like the touch, is it easy to, write with, etc. Are there any inks or pens you would like to try but have yet to? So for Christmas, I got this Sailor pen from Amazon, and it writes really well. The nib is a bit like fine, so I'd like to try a Sailor pen with a nib that's a little bit one step bigger than this one to see if it could write even better. Also interested in trying more pens that have flex nibs or one of those more custom nibs instead of the typical fine, extra fine, medium, broad nib. Inks, J. Urban has a scented ink that's called Noir. I can't remember what it is, and it says like it's supposed to smell like oud and tobacco, like that like manly scent. So I'm interested in trying that ink to see what it smells like. My husband typically likes cologne that's oud, so I feel like having that ink would kind of like remind me of him. How many pens do I currently own? Oof, I own a fair amount. Um, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, I own 26 pens. In all fairness, I did not buy all of these pens. This one I had gotten free. This one was gifted to me. This one I won in a giveaway. This one was gifted as well. And then this pen was like $4. This one too. At the end of the year, there's typically sales, and then I get them as sales. These pens were gifted to me from Ferris Wheel Press as being a part of the Jubilee program. So these are the pens that I actually got, exception of this one. Yeah, and then I typically, I get rewards points from my credit card, and then I use those points for cash back or to use these. Or if I have gift cards from like Christmas, I kind of hoard them and then buy these. Okay, I had skipped one question, which was, what is your Grail pen? And this beauty is my Grail pen. It is a Visconti Van Gogh Old Vineyard with Peasant Women. I have a deep love for Vincent Van Gogh, and when I saw these, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And my birthday is the day after Christmas, so this was like a Christmas/birthday gift to myself for having a pretty decent 2023. So that's my Grail pen. All right, question number 7. Do you have a limit on pens or inks in your collection? Is it a number or a feeling? When will you know you've reached your maximum? So right now I think I'm pretty good as far as my collection. I'm content with it. There's variety of colors. A good amount of these pens are on the more inexpensive end, like 10, 15, $20. So I think I'd like to eventually start exploring the more higher end pens like Esterbrook SC. But I'm really more interested in focusing on those custom nibs that I mentioned earlier. It'd be cool to do a Franken pen. That's something that I'm looking into doing this year, which is like combining the shell of one pen with the nib of another or whatever to kind of like create my own pen. For the most part, I don't really plan on buying any more pens until the Yoseka Stationery Fest in August. Hoping I could find a Etsy in real life that I could try. Now, as far as these pens, I'm thinking more customization. So with, let's see if I could tap to focus. With Visconti, you can change this. So I'd like to get my gemstone switched out for this. What else? That's about it with the pens. Like, I'm really happy with these. I also have a very good arsenal of fountain pen inks. So these are just some of the swatches of pens that I have. Yeah, for Christmas, I was able to get the Sailor Shikikori season set in cartridges. So I have all 4 seasons. So I've been basically trying to explore each color in the different seasons. I think I'd like to learn more about the different properties because I'm new to fountain pen inks. So the fact that like these inks have like shimmering and sheen, some of these things I don't really know the detail of the differences. So I'd like to learn more about the colors and properties of the pens. I meant the inks. So like Monteverde has this like thing where if you put the special fountain pen ink on top of this other ink, it'll change color from burgundy to orange. So I'd like to explore more and maybe do more ink mixing to like make my own ink. So for example, maybe this Definitely Peach is a bit too light for what I need in a particular month. So putting maybe a little driblet of gray or something can like make it a little bit more darker in that sense. Last question is, consequently, what would you do if another pen or ink came along? Honestly, I probably wouldn't buy it unless it's in August. I'm working hard on a savings goal, and I don't want to like not reach it because I got pens, because I'm saving for something really important that's more important than pens. I know, what could be more important than pens? But yeah, so I'm pretty satisfied with what I have. I think I just would rather explore the things that I have and get to know them a little bit more better, or get to know them better, instead of like buying new things. I store my inks. I store my pen in this, also this and this. So I would rather invest on getting a really nice pen case or pen storage. That's what I'd like to invest money on now. Instead of buying more pens, I'd rather get really nice display case or storage for the pens that I have now. Yeah. So I just wanted to show like a little recap of my 2023 in pens. So like how many pens I bought. This kind of remind me of Spotify's Wrapped, but gifted samples, ink brands I tested, and all of these things. So I'm excited to see what this page would look like in 2024. So just another flip through of my ink cyclopedia. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my fountain pen journey. I'm going to leave down below the playlist, and check back in. Oh, down below in the description, I'll also have tomorrow's channel video, and also the link for yesterday's, so that way you could kind of get a little idea of different people's journeys. Be sure to go and check out Simone and Leanne Likes as well. Thank you so much for creating this and letting me be a part of this chain. And yeah, happy fountain penning. Bye.